Well, once again, like I said in my Black Widow review, Marvel movie going is back. What's up, my fellow movie lovers? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Leung, and thank you guys so much for coming by to the channel. Hope you all enjoy your stay, because today we're going to be looking at the new film in Phase 4 of the MCU, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. This movie was directed by Destin Cretton, and it stars Simu as Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi, played by Simu, the master of unarmed weaponry-based kung fu, is forced to confront his past after being drawn into the Ten Rings organization. So I got to see this yesterday in the theaters at a matinee showing at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I still was really excited for this movie despite hearing all those positive thoughts. And like hearing all those positivity before the movie even came out, I was still getting really hyped for it. And I still went in with low expectations. I wasn't really expecting much out of it. And my God, I was blown away from scene one. This movie is a fantastic entry into the MCU and probably the best for Phase 4 by far. This movie is awesome. I also gotta, one thing I really gotta praise is the cinematography. The cinematography in this movie looks absolutely stunning. This movie, with its world building, it just transports me to that world. I just cannot get that style of the cinematography out of my mind. It is shot so well. I mean, with any Marvel film, it's gonna be shot very well. Well, unless you're thinking of Thor: The Dark World. Blah. But yeah, all joking aside, this movie looks absolutely beautiful when you really look at the cinematography. It looks so good. And also the fight choreography. The choreography for this movie with the fighting is just incredible. It's basically Simu as Shang-Chi, a total badass in this movie. He is a total badass. Especially with that bus fight scene, that's kind of like the scene that you see in the trailers for this movie, but it's directed so well, and plus he did most of his own stunts with this one. My God, he did it. Simu really proves that he is Shang-Chi, and welcome to the MCU, my friend. Welcome to the MCU. It's great to have you here, Shang-Chi. He was such a great character, a great addition to the MCU. And I also kind of liked his little back and forth thing with his father, who actually is the real Mandarin. That may not be a spoiler, but this is a completely spoiler-free review. So I'm steering away from any spoilers possible. This is not going to be a spoiler-filled review. But his father, I kind of understood his character, but I knew right from the get-go that he was going to be the villain of this movie. It was crystal clear that you can tell he was going to be the villain. And I like how this film kind of flashes back a little bit between Shang-Chi and his sister, when they were younger. Or what Shang-Chi did when he was younger to train to fight. I really like how they kind of did that, those little flashbacks back and forth. That is something that I really like about this movie. And also, Awkwafina as Katie. Man, oh man, did she have me in stitches. I really think she was hilarious in this movie. She was also quite a great emotional part for this movie as well. When she was, understanding what Shang-Chi was going through. But for the most part, she is kind of the comic relief of this movie, and she is hilarious. My God. She is so funny. I really can't lie. I cannot wait to see what she does next in the MCU. I'm glad to have her in the MCU. It is a very, very warm welcome for Awkwafina. I am so excited to see what else she can do in this MCU. Basically all the performances were fantastic. The action sequences were directed very well from Destin Cretton. I gotta get that name correctly. Destin Cretton. He's the guy that directed Just Mercy. But in any case, it's directed so well. The cinematography looks beautiful. The fight scenes are awesome. But I do have one small nitpick with this movie, and that involves some of the cameos. I think some of the cameos of this movie were just thrown in there to the mix that just didn't really make a whole lot of sense to this story. No spoilers, of course, because this is a completely spoiler-free review. But I think some of the cameos were a bit iffy, a little, I don't know, it just didn't really work well at all for me. But it's not like a huge issue at all. It's just one small nitpick that I have with this movie. But besides that, Shang-Chi is an absolute blast watching in the theater. Like, you have to see this movie in the theater no matter what. You have to go see Shang-Chi in the theater. I promise you, you are not going to regret seeing this in the theater. It is a total blast from start to finish. And I'm going to give Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings an A. Yes, I definitely do prefer this movie over Black Widow. It crawled into my top 10. Despite the grade I gave this movie, though, it's going to play into rewatch value if I decide to rewatch this movie and then bump it up higher for my grade. But we'll have to see what happens, though, because I still love this movie, and I will definitely pick this one up as soon as it comes out on Blu-ray or 4K. I cannot wait to add this one to the collection. It is such a great experience watching in the theater. But obviously, this is all just my opinion. What do you guys think of Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings? Do you guys enjoy it as much as I do? Do you not like this movie? And also, what is your favorite MCU film thus far? It can be any of the MCU film projects, or it can be any of the TV shows like WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, and Loki. Put those down in the comment section below, and I want to talk about this with you guys further. So let's start the discussion. If you guys are enjoying my content, or if this is your first time visiting the channel, hello. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and click on that bell icon and click on all to get notified of every single video I upload here on the channel. If you guys enjoyed this video, I'm going to need you to hit that thumbs up on your way out. I really would appreciate it. You guys are the best. Thank you guys so much for watching and continuing to support the channel so far. Look out for more fun content here on this channel very, very soon. I'm going to start my Wes Anderson series this week in the build-up to the French Dispatch coming out next month. So first one up on the docket is going to be Bottle Rocket. So you guys got that to look forward to and much, much more. You guys are the best. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to see more content from me, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.